Alright guys, so we're ready for episode 3 and we're almost ready for the simulation, but somebody dropped a suggestion down below and I really like suggestions, so just to keep you guys suggesting shit, so I want to go and take this suggestion in, and we're going to go and get somebody from the Leafs arch rivals. Did I already go by them? We're going to Montreal and we're picking up Alex Galchenyuk. The only reason is because he has a red trade value, which means it's easy to get him, and he has green 4.5 stars. So that means he's almost 5-star. So let's go out. I haven't tried to get this yet. So I wouldn't mind giving up Franzen. That might be close right there. And then they don't want picks. They want James Reimer. They do want James Reimer, that's the thing. And Lyles. Would that do it? Nah. We would have to take one more person. A Duster. Let's get him. And let's see if that'll go through. Yep, we got Alex Galchenyuk, boys. So that was a quick trade. Good to get that one quick. And we'll go to roster moves. And we kind of lost a little bit of depth at D, so maybe we'll call up one of those 4.5 star potential D. So let's start off with forwards. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's 15, 14. Wait, what? Let's go to D. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Fucking do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we got 6D. Now, why wouldn't it let me send down a forward? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Please, why won't it let me send it down? Salary cap restrictions. Ooh. Salary cap restrictions. Let's head over to free agency and pick up somebody. Free agency. Here we go. We will sign... who should we sign? Sign Jason Blake, ex-Leaf. And he had cancer, so might as well be nice. I've been touched with cancer. Not me personally. My mom had cancer, but... So I have a lot of respect for people who have cancer. So we'll sign Jason Blake for a $10 million deal. No, we'll give him $7 million for 1 year. Just so we can call up some other people. And we'll simulate the 1 day. He said he'll get back to me by tonight. Simulate up to this Montreal game. We'll get the lines set as quick as possible. And then we'll sim a couple months. We're going to sim up to December 1st in this episode. What? Oh, my roster's full. I thought he was like saying no to it for some other reason. We can just keep these guys up here. Okay, so forwards we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Do we have anybody? We can call up David Steckel, but that would make us have too many players. So we'll just keep it like this. We won't play Scott Abbott or Qualler, and we might not play Huberdeau or something. And there was also another suggestion that, what's his name was, he wanted Komarov to play. And I kind of agree with that, 3.5 star potential. Or maybe I made him a 3-star potential, but okay. So D, we got Gardner, Phaneuf, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we'll just keep it like that. Everything else doesn't matter. Unless we can call up Dougie Hamilton. No, I think he's already in junior, so we can't call him up. So that looks good. We'll go edit our lines. Kadri, we'll do best lines to start. JVR there. McClement, no. Where are you? Oh yeah, they must be. Take out, no, I like Mike Brown. Take out Qualler and throw in Huberdeau. Where's Qualler? Take out Qualler and add in Huberdeau. Move him up there. And then here's going to be, no, Fratton's going to be there. Kadri, Colburn, and MacArthur is going to be the third line. And then here, McClement's going to go down there. And instead of Mike Brown, we are going to put in Mark Scheifele. So that is our lines for the start of the year. And we are going to put, that's all good like that. Koska instead of Komisarek there with Corbini and Holzer. Power play. I guess we just got to set it up like we have it. And Komisarek will put in Koska. And then MacArthur. Okay, it's going to be Scheifele. And with, where are you? Fratton, where did you go? Here, why don't I just cut it here and I'll edit this out. So it's, because we've already done this once. Actually, we'll just keep it like this. It won't be too long. Okay, so Huberdeau, Scheifele, Fratton, and then 4-man power play we got, where are you? Whoops. JVR there with Kessel, and then Scheifele with loops. And then Koska, Komisarek, Gardner. Wait, who did I? Yeah, I guess that's fine. I didn't even notice Koska was there, so I just flipped it. I thought I was moving Koska in there. Penalty kill, that won't get anybody any extra XP, because that's the only thing I'm going for. And then Tendy, we have James Reimer. So we're set. We'll back out and we'll start the simulation, guys. Okay. So both goalies will go 5 games to 2 games. 5 games to 2 games. We're not going to do any wins and losses. We're just going to do 5 straight games to 2 back-to-back games or whatever. So that's 4, and we'll do 5 games like that. And that'll take us almost to the end of October. So we're not going to check stats until the end of November. So first game of the season, we're taking on Montreal Canadiens. Let's go, James Reimer. You get the first goalie start, but in real life, he didn't get the start. But we do get the loss, which I don't mind because I want to get that first overall pick. Well, it doesn't really matter if we get the first overall pick. In all the other GMs that I've done with the new rosters, I never take, what is his name? He's a center, Jonathan Drouin. I never take him, and he always gets so good. He's the first one to get amazing. So I kind of want to draft Jonathan Drouin this year. So we got a game against the 3-0 Capitals. Since when are the Caps 3-0? But we do get the win 4-3. Good job there. Reimer didn't play too well. Still let in 3 goals, but we're still going to roll with him for these 5 games. We're not going to change anything for the whole season. We're just going to do 5 games and then 2 games. So we are 2-1 at the moment. Wait, did I? I think I changed my trade block. I'll check it whenever we do finish these 5 games. So we're taking on the 2-1 Ottawa Senators. So here we go. 4th game of the year against our provincial rivals, and we get the win. So we're 3-1 to start off. Pretty solid start. Phil Kessel is taking the lead for assists. Lupul's leading us in goals, and JVR's leading us in plus minus. So our first line looks to be doing well. Kadri the Goon up with 5 penalty minutes. And obviously James Reimer has every single win because he's played the first 4 games. Now we're taking on the New York Islanders, the team that I did for my last GM mode. We're taking on the New York Islanders. Here we go. We are 3-1 to start. Solid performance early in the season. And the New York Islanders 5-1. Oh, so here we go. Against the New York Islanders on October 26th. Let's go. And we lose. So we are 3-2 to start the year. we are going to first check that I did emptied out the trade block, and yes, I did. And then we will go and edit the lines. Just edit the Tendy. We'll swap in Scrivens, and there we go. And we'll do 2 games. So after these 2 games, it'll take us to the end of October, and we'll just check the league leaders and the standings at that point. So, whoops, I thought I did. Sorry, guys. So now we're taking on the winless Philadelphia Flyers. They're 0-4-1. They have 1 point on the year, so hopefully we can beat them. I wouldn't mind a loss. I'm kind of feeling like a third last place finish. That's what I would like. And I think we got an OTL there. I'm not quite sure. And so we are 3-2-1 on the year. I'm kind of going. I think I'm gonna trade away like MacArthur and maybe Lupul at the trade deadline and go for like first round picks and stuff, so we can rebuild through the draft. I want to have at least 5 first round picks, because that's really how you make like a stacked team. And then every year you have like you make sure you have at least 2 first round picks in like the top 10, so you can keep bringing in those new players. And whenever somebody gets like a high contract, like a high paying salary, they want more money, you just bring in the next guy and you let them go or trade them away. So wait, what did that say? I just want to confirm. Wait, I thought I switched. It doesn't matter. It's Reimer's turn because he started off the year. So here we go. Reimer's got 5 games, and that'll take us to the 11th of November. So Lupul's already got 3 goals. Kessel's got 5 assists. Solid performance early. I forgot to check the league leaders, but that's not too important. We'll check all the stats at the end of November. So that's how it's always gonna work. We're gonna finish like a couple months of simulation, and then we'll check all the stats at the end. Okay, so we do lose to Boston, and then we're going into a home game against Chicago, who is 5-2-1 on the year. We're starting to lose games, which I kind of like. So here we go, and we win. So we're 4-4-1. MacArthur has 4 goals. JVR is up to 7 assists, and JVR is also leading us in plus minus, and Komisarik's leading us in penalty minutes. So that's all of our team leaders. So now we're going in. We got a home game against the Pens on the 7th of November. Okay, here we go. We got back-to-back home games. And, oh, shit, did I forget to do all the scouting assignment? No, I think I did it. Okay, so, who should we scout first? Let's scout McKinnon and Druin and Mantha at the same time. QMJHL is always a good place to start, because they got 3 of, like, the top picks. And I think, yeah, he was to the 11th. So these last 3 games, we're taking on the 6-6 Pittsburgh Penguins. They have a lot more points than us, but hopefully we can lose this game. I'm surprised MacArthur has 4 goals on the year. He's playing on the 3rd line, and we do get the win. And Phil Kessel has taken over the goals lead. The reason why I put JVR at center on the first line and not Scheifele, I would have liked to put Scheifele on the first line, so you can get like that experience at playing on the first line. You get a lot more experience, even if he does crap. But if Phil Kessel was on the first line with Scheifele, he wouldn't have got that many points. So he would have gone down, and then I kind of want to keep Phil Kessel for the long run, and I want to build around Phil Kessel and Huberto and Scheifele. Those are going to be my big 3, and then like the second liners are probably going to be like Frat and Kadri, if Kadri gets good enough, which he rarely gets good enough. So we get 3 wins in a row there. Actually, we're on a 4-game win streak at the moment, but I'm still sticking to my guns, and we are going to pop Scrivens back in there. So Scrivens is in there for 2 games against St. Louis and then Pittsburgh. I love St. Louis. I can't explain how much I love St. Louis. St. Louis is probably my second favorite team in the NHL. Obviously the Leafs, and then the St. Louis Blues. Just because the St. Louis Blues are such a good team. They have Pietrangelo, who's probably my favorite defenseman in the league. So many players, just Perron, Halak. They got like two solid goalies, and we beat them. So we're 8-4-1 on the year. So good start early. I would have rathered a lot more losses. This is the same way our first year of the Islanders GM went. We traded away a bunch of guys, and we played all our rookies on like the first two lines, and then they just still performed well, and then we didn't get a good pick. So here we go against the Pittsburgh Penguins, 8-6-1 on the year, and we lose. We got shut out there, and now it is, what is his name? James Reimer's chance to go back in the net. Why was James Reimer still in there? I switched him out. Swear to God, I switched him out. But it is. Why don't we just roll with James Reimer for the whole year? Let's just go with James Reimer for the whole year, because Scrivens we're never gonna use, and that was kind of messed up. So got like 14 more days left in the month. Fratton is leading us in goals, which I really like because he has a 4-star green potential, which hopefully he gets really good. So like 4-star green potential is really close to a 4.5-star. So we're taking on the 4-9-3 Ottawa Sens on a Saturday night game at home. Provincial rivalry. Here we go. And is it freezing? No. I thought it was freezing there for a second. And here we go. We get the win, I believe. And now we got 3 games this week, all on the road. Carolina, Colorado, and Minnesota. So first game, we're taking on Carolina, who have newly acquired Alex Semin, leading them in goals. And they obviously have Cam Ward, who's really good. And we get a 4-2 loss there. So now we got a game against Colorado on a Wednesday night, an away game in Colorado. We're on a little road trip here. We're taking on the 6-10-1 Colorado Avalanche. P.A. Parento is leading them in goals. That's a little quirky. And we do get we win. So we get the 4-1 win. So now we got one more game this week against Minnesota on the road. So a little road trip there. I'm not too certain on my American geography, but I think Minnesota and Colorado are pretty close, and Carolina might be around there. I'm pretty sure Minnesota and Colorado are like right next to each other, maybe a couple hours away. So we get the loss 3-2 against Minnesota, who have really rebuilt team after that free agency last year. They got Suter and Parise, 2 American players. Americans. Okay, so we got 4 games this week, and that will be the end of the month. We got 2 home games, and we're going back on the road. We're traveling across the country to Winnipeg, and then back to the eastern part of Canada to Montreal. So got a long road trip there, but first we got back-to-back home games, and we win against New Jersey. So we are 11-6-2 on the year. Kessel's leading us in goals with 6. JVR's leading us in assists with 12. And he's also leading us in plus-minus with the 7. Colin Sarik's taking a lot of penalties. So now we got a game against the Philadelphia Flyers, and we lose 1-0. So solid performance by James Reimer. There's one thing I want to ask you guys, which I like to ask you guys your opinions, because I want to get a lot of your input in this series. And the thing is, I was wondering if you want me to keep. Yeah, that's the end of the month right there. I was wondering if you guys wanted me to keep James Reimer and just play him a lot and get him a lot better, or would you like me to go and get a 4.5-star potential goalie? I wouldn't mind keeping James Reimer. I don't think he gets too good, but I would really like to get a better goalie. So here we go. Let's check out the standings. Dallas is leading the Western Conference with 29 points. Colorado's in last with 17. You can just read the rest if you want. Just press pause. Now in the East, New York Rangers are leading in first with 33 points, so they're in the lead for the President's Trophy by 4 points. Only 1 point on Montreal. We are in 8th place with 24 points, so we're in a playoff spot at the moment. but we are only 8 points back from the last place spot, who is Ottawa with 16 points. So now let's go to goals. We have nobody up there, but Kovalchuk's leading the league in goals with 14 assists. Derek Roy's leading the league with 18, and we have nobody up there. Van Riemsdyk's the leader for us with 12 points. We have nobody up there. Jeff Carter's leading the league with 26 points on the year, and we have nobody up there in wins, but Kari Lettinen is leading the league with 12, and James Reimer's leading us with 8. So now save percentage, we have nobody up there, but Henrik Lundqvist is leading the league with a .943 save percentage. Goals against, league leaders Henrik Lundqvist with a 1.73, and we have nobody up there. So we have nobody up there in any of the stats, and we are in 8th place with 24 points. So let's go check out all the stats right here. Team standings. We are 14th place in the league. Now let's go to goals for per game. We are in 27th with a 2.14. I'm going to write that down, and we're going to keep track of how we can improve and stuff. So I'm just going to write that down quick. 2.14. And now let's move over to goals against per game. We have 2.38 goals against per game, and that was really solid. We are in 8th place in the NHL. Now, power play percentage. Our power play percentage, we are in last in the league, well, tied with Columbus, with a 10.8 percentage power play percentage, that is, and that is really bad. So we're going to change something up on the power play. And penalty kill percentage, we're in 14th in the league with an 83.3 percentage, penalty kill percentage, which isn't that bad. So hopefully we can improve that. So now let's move over to player stats, individual stats, and we'll get that underway once this loads. Okay, so points, let's go to forwards. JVR is leading us in points with 17. Kessel with 13 in second. So we have nobody a point per game unless we have a defenseman, which is rare. Now Fratton is in third with 12 points. Scheifele and Lupul both have 10, which I like Scheifele. That's really good. Colburn has 7. Kadri has 6. MacArthur has 6 as well. Huberto only has 5. And then these guys are our fourth liners. McClement, Komarov, and Peros all have 2 points. Now goals leaders, our top 3 are all tied with 6th. And then we also have JVR and Lupul tied with 5. Now assists. JVR has 12 assists, which is really nice. And then Kessel has 7. And Scheifele and Fratton both have 6. And then there's 5s and 4s down there. So now let's move to defense. Wait, we should check. I'm going to check penalty minutes. George Barros with 18, pretty solid. And plus minus, we have 5 guys who are even or above. So now let's go to defensemen. Okay, so defenseman goals. Phaneuf has 3 goals. Komisarek and Gardner both have 1, and the rest have none. Assists. Gardner has 8 assists. Koska has 7. Phaneuf has 6. Komisarek has 5. Komisarek, what a bad player. Geisber has 2, and Holzer has 0. Corbini and Holzer. Now points, total points. Gardner has 9 points, who's tied with Phaneuf with 9 as well. Koska has 7. Komisarek has 6, and Geisber has 2. Now penalty minutes. Komisarek has 32 penalty minutes. Phaneuf has 18. Corbini and Holzer has 10. Jake Gardner, Geisber, and Koska all have 4. Now plus minus on D, we have 3 players who are plus players and 3 that are below. So now let's just go quickly check our goalies. So Scrivens has played 7 games. I kind of messed up with that whole thing of switching the goalies, so we'll just go with that. So goals against average, James Reimer has a 2.33 goals against average. Scrivens has a 2.30. Wins, Reimer is 8-6-1 and 0, and Scrivens is 3-2-1 and 0. So none of our games has gone to shootout unless we won the game in shootout. Now goals against, Reimer has 35, Scrivens has 14. I'm just comparing them for no reason because Reimer's going to play every game for the rest of the season. Either way, save percentage 92.31 for Reimer and a 92.09 for Scrivens. Shots against, doesn't really matter. Shutouts, Reimer has 1 shutout. Other than that, that's pretty much it, guys. So that is going to be it for this video, guys. At the start of the next video, we are going to edit some lines like the power play and PK. But other than that, that's going to be it for this video, guys. I will see you guys next time. Peace.